Ryan, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I know we have a hard stop, so if you need to cut me off, that's fine. I was late. Thank you both for being here. Thank you for all the work you're doing and have done. I want to pick up on what you said, General Fenton, earlier about I/O and both the importance and opportunity, and frankly, really the high ROI we get on doing I/O versus the cost of a lot of other things we've talked about today. And specifically within that realm, I want to focus on MISO and Indo-PAC, MISO within the Indo-PACOM AOR. I'm pretty sure you guys are still sort of designated as the joint proponent for MISO across the joint force. As I've heard from various folks across the force, while there's a continued investment in this area, we're still seeing that across the different components and TSOCs. There's a pretty wide variety of capability and specifically tech tools and data that's available from TSOC to TSOC. Have you guys looked at standardizing tools across the force for MISO so that kind of COCOM and TSOC commanders can better plan and sort of know what they're going to get?
I can just talk policy real quick. Within SOLIC, we have the Information Operation Policy Office that sits in oversight of all the I/O MISO plans across all the combatant commands. So that's a tremendous tool to make sure that our messages are synced, that we're coordinating with our interagency partners as well, which in the past was not necessarily the case. We had I/O messages going across each other, and so synchronization is working at the policy level, but then down to the tactical level. Do you want to expound on that? Thank you.
I'll just hit the part of, we are trying to make that a balance, as you mentioned, because we want folks to continue to innovate. And then there's a balance between standardization. And I think we're always looking at that, a representative in the right way through soft size, so we don't suffocate in innovation, which is for the here and now, modernization for tomorrow. But I would offer that where I see standardization, because I don't have the modernization money, I'm unable to scale it, almost back to the previous discussion. So I think that's a challenge. If we find something we want to bring across all the theater special ops commands, that takes funds. And I think in that arena, those are many of the other things in modernization we're not able to do.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate that I think that's one of the smartest and frankly lowest dollar investments we could make that would provide huge leverage in terms of when you have identified those, come back to us so that we can figure out how to help you scale that across. I know just I only have 2 minutes, but I want to pick up also on what I've heard as I came in around this idea of sort of burden sharing and shifting the burden. I've heard that used a lot now in the last few months, but I don't really know what we're talking about there. Can you, either you or both of you, with the time we have, expand on that? Frankly, I'm concerned about that, given I feel like that could mean we're backing away from critical partnerships that you all have and your forces have built through blood, sweat, and tears over many, many decades. Maybe I'm wrong. Can you help me understand that?
Yeah, I'll just start high, and then we'll go down to the weeds. Just from my own personal experience, for example, working in Colombia as part of Plan Colombia, working by, with, and through our partners there, foreign internal defense that's core to our mission. Building that partner nation capacity allows us as a nation to build partners that are fully...
No, not to interrupt you. I understand that. That's what I'm saying. I want to make sure we continue.
We're not backing away from partners. Okay. We're just making sure that those partners that have capability and capacity can now operate on their own a little bit more efficiently, and then we can have priorities.
And well, go ahead, General.
First, I'll happy to cover a really detailed one in the closed session, representative, you there, and then I'll double down on Secretary Jenkins. We're not backing away. I think it's a key part of who SOCOM is. It's in our DNA to be a premier partner for us. Right now, almost 7,000 folks across 80 different countries, persistently present, and I think that's the way we do business.
Thank you. I commend that. I agree, and I just want to make sure that is the message that we are sending loud and clear, and I appreciate you saying that, and that ask that the others in the administration continue to reiterate that we're not backing away from those critical partnerships. And
Representative, I'd be derelict in my duties if I didn't say, and that cost of that is also going up.
Yep.
You know, the price to have somebody out there doing that, which I think is a global sensor, provides opportunities and advantages to COCOMs. The price of sustaining the humans when I come out of the Middle East has gone up exponentially. So those are risk trade-offs we make. Won't mean we're backing away from partners. Might mean the fiscal constraints plus the personnel piece put us in a place we can't do it.
Thank you, and yield back, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. With this, we're just